Hundreds of Indianapolis families are being put on notice. An IPS letter is letting parents know of a possible school shutdown.
Parents, as you can imagine, are upset for many reasons. The Now's Ann Kelly joins us live outside IPS's Ed Center with the very latest. Ann.
Well, Candace, we've learned that a lot of parents are expected here at the IPS building tonight to speak out against this plan as the board discusses it tonight ahead of a Thursday vote. 6 p.m. they meet here to discuss not just closing this K-12 school, the key learning community on the west side, just near downtown, but also to talk about a much bigger restructuring plan that a lot of parents are not behind. Now, the big details about this plan, you need to know that the IPS board wants to open a Center for Inquiry School, a magnet school where School 70 sits right now. That's at 46th and Central. It wants to move the students at School 70 to the Key Learning Center we just mentioned, and in the process close the Key Learning community altogether. Now, today I talked to a number of parents whose children will be affected by this shift, and what I've heard over and over is not so much the proposed changes they're upset about, but the fact that they are just now learning about them. Key Learning parents, for example, getting a letter about the possible closure last Friday, less than a week before the board was set to vote.
There's been no formal discussion or dialogue at the school, through the principal, we have no idea what's led up to this. It's not that we're trying to make decisions for the district, it's just that we want to listen to the rationale, we want to have a voice.
And it's hard to have one, he says, when the meetings that IPS administrators are having with parents to discuss this plan are being held next month after the vote is taken to decide the future of these schools. Now, the issue of jumping to vote right away, not giving parents much notice. I talked to one IPS board member today. She says she is well aware of it, and it's why tonight here at the IPS board building, Ed building, she will be proposing a change to address this. So in the future, parents have more notice. Now, coming up in the news at 5, I'll fill you in on that. But the big thing you need to know, bottom line, we have a vote on Thursday, a discussion tonight to close a school, to move a school, to open another school. A lot to talk about, Raphael, and we will be watching closely.
And another big issue here is, of course, the connection between the ISTEP test results and how they're going to evaluate teachers. We know that the governor may be stepping in to help. What does he plan to do on this issue?
Well, that's right, Raphael. Just in the past 30 minutes, actually, sitting here in my car, we got a letter from Governor Pence. We got a letter that was sent from Governor Pence to the General Assembly, and in it, he says legislation is currently being crafted to ensure that test results do not negatively impact evaluations or performance bonuses this year. Now, Governor Pence saying he believes teachers shouldn't be penalized for the expected decline in test scores associated with the new tests. Reporting live downtown, Ann Kelly, RTV 6.